Hey everyone, welcome to the Blockchain DXB podcast, your go-to podcast for all things blockchain, crypto and artificial intelligence. Now in this particular episode, guys, we are going to take a deep dive into one of the most critical and transformative aspects of blockchain technology, and that is interoperability. Now look guys, as the blockchain ecosystem continues to grow, the ability of different networks to communicate, share information, and transact with each other seamlessly is becoming increasingly essential, isn't it? So what I want to do in this episode, guys, I want to go ahead and touch base on quite a lot of things regarding interoperability. So I'll go ahead and touch base on the significance of interoperability. I'll go ahead and discuss how interoperability unleashes the full potential of blockchain technology, how interoperability drives adoption, and how is it that it enables collaboration among different blockchain projects. We'll also go ahead and explore various methods including cross-chain bridges, sidechains, the different interoperability platforms, atomic swaps, and also universal protocols. And in this episode, guys, we'll also discover how interoperability is transforming industries such as decentralized finance, supply chain management, healthcare, and even gaming as well. And we'll also dwell into the challenges of ensuring security, scalability, standardization, and regulatory compliance. And we'll look ahead to the future of interoperability as well. Now, look, guys, standardization will play a very critical role so far as interoperability is concerned, isn't it? So in this episode, guys, we'll take a deep dive into standardization and we'll understand the importance of standardization in achieving interoperability and the benefit it brings to the blockchain ecosystem. Now look, guys, one of the most important technological change that is going to take place in the finance world that will be impacting the cryptocurrency world as well is that of CBDCs or central bank digital currency. So what we will do in this episode, guys, we will also touch base on the interoperability of central bank digital currencies, and we'll also go ahead and check how it actually merges with open blockchain. We will explore the importance, technical approaches, challenges, and future prospects of this integration. Now look, guys, whether you're a blockchain enthusiast, a tech-savvy professional, or just curious about the latest technological trends, this episode is packed with insights you definitely don't want to miss. So let's go ahead and kickstart with this episode. But before we go ahead and kickstart this episode, guys, I do have an important message, so check this out. Thank you to our sponsors for being part of the Blockchain DXB journey. Firstly, Advanced Media. Advanced Media, guys, is the largest distributor of professional video, photo, broadcast and cinematic equipment and accessories in the Middle East and MENA region. With over 2 decades of experience, Advanced Media is now the largest distributor in the Middle East, representing more than 100 recognizable brands, including brands such as Zeiss, DJI, Hasselblad, Red and Rode. As a matter of fact, guys, the very mic that I'm recording is being sponsored by Advanced Media as well, and Advanced Media has showrooms in Saudi Arabia and services as well. Looks like they're definitely taking the Middle East by storm. And here's the beautiful thing, guys, they're taking corporate social responsibility very seriously, and they're focusing on 3 P's, that is people, planet and prosperity. Now listen, guys, if you do want to find out more information regarding the statement of corporate social responsibility, check out the website, that is www.amt.tv. And here's the beautiful thing, guys, they also want to be a leader and set an example and reputation as a pioneer and member of the community. And in doing so, guys, they also have an AMT scholarship with SAE Institute in Dubai, UAE. So definitely check it out. And also, guys, Advanced Media is committed to persistently developing, organizing, and hosting training workshops, seminars, and community events that educate, inform, and familiarize consumers with new equipment and the latest technological advances. So listen, guys, do one thing. If you do want to support this channel, go to the website, that is www.amt.tv, and follow the social media channels as well. All of the details are in the show notes below. Next, Startup OI is global one-tech platform for tech. It offers global high-paying tech jobs with flexibility in working time and location, global free tech events, and tech networks to connect with global like-minded engineers. A brilliant platform to listen to the tech experts in Metaverse and to grab their insights. Now listen, all you have to do is download the app Startup OI. If you're using an Android version, go to Google Store and App Store for iOS devices. Alternatively, you can also click on the show notes below to download Startup OI. Next, guys, listen, if you're into fitness, if you're into adventure, if you want to do something wild but still want to keep your health in check, there is a new podcast in town, a podcast focusing on obstacle course race in the Middle East. The podcast is called the Race Pace Podcast. So check out the Race Pace Podcast across all leading platforms. And the Race Pace Podcast is a peer-to-peer community-driven podcast where they talk all about obstacle course race in the Middle East, from Sandstorm to Spartan Race, from Tough Mudder to Desert Warrior Challenge, and also the Government Gov Games, and quite a lot more. The podcast has interviews with athletes locally and internationally to get inside scoop on how athletes prepare for obstacle course race. In the podcast, they also talk about interesting stories on why they are motivated to do obstacle course race. And that's not all. They also plan to release 7 NFTs. And these NFTs are no ordinary. These NFTs will represent every emirate in the UAE. And listen guys, these NFTs are going to be absolutely massive. So do one thing, go to Spotify, go to iTunes, go to any leading podcasting platform and search for Rise in the Obstacle Course Race podcast. And finally guys, not your keys, not your crypto. If you have dabbled with cryptocurrencies and now are seriously getting to protect your cryptocurrencies, there is no better way to protect it by using a hardware wallet. And this is where Ledger Wallet kicks in. And Ledger Wallets are hardware cryptocurrency wallets made by Ledger, a company headquartered in Paris, France. And Ledger's hardware wallets are multi-currency wallets that are used to store private keys for cryptocurrencies offline. And Ledger offers 2 hardware wallets, the Ledger Nano and Ledger Nano X wallets. They are world-class experts with extensive crypto security backgrounds. They continuously look for vulnerabilities in Ledger products in a constant effort to improve the level of security. Now, in today's world, securing these digital assets is a critical challenge, and this is where Ledger kicks in. So click the link below to buy your hardware wallet and support this podcast. It is a brilliant way to support this podcast. So what are you waiting for? The link is in the show notes below. Now guys, since you've taken care of that, let's go ahead and discuss interoperability. Now look guys, at a very basic level, when you talk about interoperability, the basic example I can think of is, let's say if you have a Gmail account, using your Gmail account, you can go ahead and send an email, let's say to a Yahoo account, or let's say to your business account, isn't it? That is interoperability in basic terms. But what I'm going to be doing guys in today's episode is, I'm going to be talking about interoperability in blockchain context, because look guys, interoperability in the context of blockchain refers to the ability of different blockchain networks to communicate, share information and transact with each other seamlessly. And as the blockchain ecosystem evolves guys, the proliferation of various blockchain networks, each with its own protocol, consensus mechanism, and different functionalities create silos that hinder the full potential of blockchain technology, isn't it? And so far as interoperability is concerned, they aim to bridge these silos, allowing for a more cohesive and integrated blockchain environment. So it's really important to have interoperability in blockchain world, isn't it? But look, so far as Web 2 is concerned, there are loads of examples where interoperability already exists. But let's do one thing guys, let's dive deeper into the various aspects of blockchain interoperability, including its importance, method of achieving, and I also want to go ahead and look at some real world applications, and let's also go ahead and talk about some of the challenges and the future direction of interoperability guys. But look, when you talk about the significance of interoperability guys, interoperability unleashes the full potential of blockchain technology by allowing different networks to seamlessly communicate and share resources, isn't it? And this integration guys fosters innovation, expands functionality, and enhances user experience as well. And by simplifying interactions between blockchain, interoperability lowers barriers to entry and encourages broader adoption of decentralized technologies, so users can access a wide range of services and assets regardless of the blockchain technology they are using. So for instance guys, let's say if you have funds in Ethereum, you can go ahead and transact with someone using Solana blockchain without having thinking too much. And as a customer guys, you don't have to think too much so far as the technical concept is concerned, isn't it? And this is where collaboration kicks in guys, and interoperability facilitates collaboration among blockchain projects, enabling them to leverage each other's strength and combine efforts to tackle common challenges. And this collaborative environment guys definitely accelerates development and will promote industry-wide growth. Now there are different methods of achieving interoperability guys, so what I want to do next is, I want to go ahead and touch base on different methods of achieving interoperability. So I want to go ahead and touch base on cross-chain bridges, sidechains, interoperability platforms, atomic swaps, universal protocols. So let me know guys, what are your thoughts regarding this? And then guys, what I want to very briefly touch base is the different real-world applications of interoperability. Now so far as the methods of achieving interoperability is concerned guys, when you talk about cross-chain bridges, They facilitate asset transfer between different blockchains, and they do that by locking tokens on one chain and issuing equivalent tokens on another. And these bridges, guys, enable seamless interoperability and facilitate cross-chain transactions. Now look, guys, these bridges are definitely useful, but there have been numerous hacks so far as bridges are concerned, and some of the hacks, guys, they were able to steal your funds without even cracking your private key. Essentially, guys, the hack was very simple. They could literally copy paste all of your information and put it onto something else, and your private key got changed. This is an extremely technical concept, but was a relatively simple hack to do. Now let me go ahead and touch base on the second method of achieving interoperability, guys, and that is through sidechains. And sidechains, guys, operate along the main blockchain, and they offer specialized feature or scalability improvements, and they allow assets to be transferred between mainnet and sidechains, thereby enabling interoperability while maintaining security and decentralization. Now let's very quickly touch base on the interoperability platform, guys, because platforms like Polkadot and Cosmos, they provide infrastructure for connecting multiple blockchains into a unified network, and they offer tools and protocols for interoperability, enabling cross-chain communication and collaboration among independent blockchains. Now, so far as the next method is concerned, guys, that is atomic swaps. And atomic swaps enable peer-to-peer asset exchanges between different blockchains without the need for intermediaries. And these trustless transactions, guys, ensure that both parties fulfill the obligation simultaneously, ensuring fair and secure cross-chain swaps. Now look, guys, on YouTube there is very basic level information regarding atomic swaps, so I'd really urge you guys to go ahead and check it out, because some of these videos, guys, they do a very good job in explaining what atomic swaps are and how they work. Now the next and the final point I want to touch base is universal protocols, guys. And universal protocols like ILP or Interledger protocol facilitate interoperability between blockchain and traditional financial systems, because they enable seamless value transfers across different networks, enabling cross-border payments and financial inclusion. Now look, guys, I'm pretty much sure there might be newer methods of interoperability. Now what I want to do next, guys, is I want to go ahead and very briefly touch base on some of the real-world applications, and there might be numerous such applications where interoperability will play a crucial role. So let me go ahead and touch base on some of them, guys. Now the first one I want to touch base is decentralized finance, because look, guys, interoperability enables decentralized platforms to access liquidity and assets from multiple blockchains, creating a more inclusive and efficient financial ecosystem, and users can leverage diverse assets and services across different networks, thereby enhancing DeFi's utility and resilience. Now the next one I want to very briefly touch base is that of supply chain management, because look, guys, interoperable blockchains will streamline supply chain operations, and they can do that by enabling transparent and efficient data exchange among stakeholders, from product tracking into inventory. Interoperability enhances traceability, accountability, and efficiency across the supply chain. What about healthcare, guys? Interoperable healthcare blockchain facilitates secure and transparent sharing of patient data among healthcare providers, thereby improving care conditions, medical research, and patient outcomes as well. And patients may be able to gain greater control over their health data, leading to more personalized and effective healthcare services. Now the next one, guys, in my opinion, is probably the most important one, and that is gaming. An interoperable gaming blockchain, guys, will empower players to own, trade, and monetize in-game assets across different gaming platforms. And this interoperability, guys, will ensure player autonomy, promote virtual economies, and foster a vibrant gaming ecosystem with cross-platform compatibility. Now look, guys, so far as interoperability is concerned, I have a couple of series with Metaverse Standards Forum. We go ahead and discuss the standards that will be required in the so-called Metaverse space, so please feel free to go ahead and check it out. Now let me do one thing, guys. Let me go ahead and touch base on some of the challenges and future directions so far as interoperability is concerned. So I want to touch base on security, scalability, standardization, regulatory compliance, and finally let's discuss the future direction. Now so far security is concerned, guys, it is really important to understand that ensuring the security of cross-chain transactions remain a paramount concern, requiring robust protocols and safeguards to protect against malicious attacks and vulnerabilities. And something which I did mention earlier, guys, so far as bridges are concerned, it was extremely easy in the past to go ahead and steal your funds without even touching your private key. Now if you do need more information, guys, drop me an email. I'll go ahead and explain how that thing works. Now mind you, guys, I'm not going to go ahead and help you to go ahead and show how the hack is actually done, but I'll go ahead and explain how the hack was actually performed in the past. Now so far scalability is concerned, guys, interoperability solutions must scale to accommodate increased transaction volumes and network demands, ensuring seamless cross-chain communication and performance. Now look, guys, scalability and interoperability is a perfect mix, isn't it? Interoperability could actually go ahead and increase scalability. At the same time, it can also be in a position to offer decentralization or distributed nature of working, in my opinion. Now the third point, guys, is probably the most important thing, that is standardization. And developing common standards and protocol for interoperability is extremely essential to promote compatibility, interoperability, and seamless integration across diverse blockchain network. So what I'll try to do, guys, in tomorrow's episode, I'll try to go ahead and expand on standardization in the blockchain realm, keeping in mind interoperability. Now the next point is regarding regulatory compliance, guys. And look, guys, navigating regulatory frameworks and legal requirements present challenges for cross-chain interoperability, isn't it? And this necessitates collaboration between industry stakeholders and regulatory authority to ensure compliance and legal clarity. And this leads to the final point, that is future directions and continued innovation in research, guys, in my opinion, will drive advancement in interoperability solutions, addressing current challenges and unlocking new potential for cross-chain collaboration, integration, and adoption. So look, guys, overall, when you talk about interoperability in the blockchain context, blockchain interoperability is the cornerstone of the decentralized future, enabling seamless communications, collaboration, and value transfer across diverse blockchain network. And by overcoming challenges and embracing opportunities, the blockchain community can realize the full potential of interoperability, driving innovation, inclusion, and adoption in the global economy. Now look, guys, if you do have any things to share, mention them in the comments below. Now in today's episode, guys, I want to focus on standardization and interoperability. So what I want to do next, guys, is I want to go ahead and discuss the importance of standardization and interoperability in the blockchain space. So let me know, guys, what are your thoughts regarding this? Because look, guys, as we know, blockchain technology has the potential to revolutionize industries, hinging significantly on its ability to function cohesively across diverse platforms, isn't it? And interoperability, guys, facilitated by standardization, is the key to unlocking this potential. So let me do one thing, guys. Let me delve deeper into why standardization is crucial for interoperability in the blockchain space, and let's explore numerous benefits and challenges that must be addressed. So it is really critical that we truly understand the importance of interoperability in blockchain. And interoperability in blockchain, guys, refers to the seamless communication and operation between different blockchain network. And at a very basic level, guys, one simple example I can think of is, now you can go ahead and send an email from Gmail to, let's say, your Yahoo account or your work email address, isn't it? This is possible only because of interoperability, and there are standards set in place because of which interoperability is possible. Now, interoperability in the blockchain context, guys, refers to the seamless communication and operation between different blockchain network, and that is crucial, guys, for cross-chain transactions, unified ecosystem, and user experience, isn't it? And so far as cross-chain transaction is concerned, enabling transaction across different blockchain platform, guys, ensures the value and data can flow freely between disparate systems. For example, guys, a transaction involving Bitcoin and Ethereum would be facilitated by a protocol that allows these two different blockchains to understand and process each other's transactions. Now, so far as unified ecosystem is concerned, a unified ecosystem allows decentralized apps and even smart contracts to interact across multiple blockchains. This can lead to more comprehensive and versatile applications, but leverage the unique strengths of different blockchains, such as combining, let's say, Ethereum smart contract with, let's say, Solana blockchain protocol and different blockchain protocols as well. Now look, as if you're working in the gaming industry, interoperability will definitely make quite a lot of sense. So let's say if you have some NFTs in one particular game, you can go ahead and use it in another game as well. This brings me to the third point, guys, of user experience. Now, enhancing user experience by providing seamless access to diverse blockchain services without needing to manage different wallets or interfaces is crucial so far as user experience is concerned. For example, guys, a user might hold assets on multiple blockchains and we desire a single interface to manage these assets, which is possible through interoperable system. And this is the role of standardization, guys. So far standardization is concerned, guys, I want to go ahead and touch base on 4 key areas. The first one is interoperability protocols. The second one is data formats and structures. The third one, guys, is smart contract standards. And finally, the fourth one is security. Now look, guys, standardization involves developing and implementing technical standards which are extremely crucial for achieving interoperability in the blockchain space. So the first point, that is interoperability, guys. Protocols like inter-blockchain communications, that is IBC, allow different blockchains to communicate. For example, guys, Cosmos uses IBC to enable blockchains within its ecosystem to go ahead and exchange data and assets seamlessly. The second point, guys, is regarding data formats and structures. And standardizing data formats ensures that information exchange between blockchain is understood correctly. For instance, guys, the Universal Wallet Standard aims to create a consistent format for digital wallets, making it easier to manage various cryptocurrencies and digital assets across different blockchain platforms. Now, so far, smart contract standards is concerned, guys. Standards like Ethereum's ERC-24 tokens ensure that smart contracts operate consistently across different blockchain platforms, and this allows developers to create tokens that are compatible with various wallets, exchanges, and other services without custom integration. Now, the fourth point, guys, is regarding security, and standard security practices protect against vulnerabilities. For example, guys, standardized encryption protocol ensure that data transferred between blockchains remains secure and tamper-proof, thereby reducing the risk of hack and data breaches. So let me know, guys, what are your thoughts regarding standardization? Now let me go ahead and share some of the benefits of standardization, guys, because standardization reduces the complexity of developing cross-chain applications, and developers can focus on building new features and services without worrying about interoperability issues, and this fosters a more innovative environment where new ideas can be tested and implemented more rapidly. And so far as market expansion is concerned, guys, businesses can expand their offerings across multiple blockchain networks. For example, let's say a DeFi application, they can operate on several blockchains and they will have access to larger user base and more liquidity, isn't it? Thereby enhancing its utility and market research. And what I think, guys, the standardized processes and protocol also reduce the time and cost associated with developing and maintaining custom integration. And this efficiency, guys, allows resources to be allocated more effectively, promoting faster development cycles and reducing operational cost. And look, our standardization also fosters trust among users by providing consistent and predictable interactions, isn't it? And users are more likely to adopt blockchain technologies when they know that their assets and data can move freely and securely across different platforms, enhancing overall confidence in the technology. Now look, our standardization in the blockchain world might seem really simple, but there are quite a lot of challenges. So what I want to do is, guys, I want to go ahead and touch base on 4 key challenges so far standardization will play in the world of interoperability in the blockchain system. Now the first one is diverse ecosystem, because look, guys, right now there are different types of blockchain protocols, isn't it? And the blockchain space is highly fragmented with numerous platforms having more unique features and protocols, and achieving consensus on standards across such a diverse landscape is extremely challenging. For example, guys, different blockchains may have varying approaches to consensus mechanism, thereby making it difficult, in certain cases next to impossible as well, to create a one-size-fits-all standard. Now, so far as the decision making is concerned, guys, you need to understand that in the so-called blockchain or Web3 space, it might actually take a couple of months, maybe even a couple of years to go ahead and implement any changes, but in a centralized world, the decision can be done in just a matter of minutes, maximum in a day's time as well, isn't it? Now the next point, guys, is regarding rapid evolution, and blockchain technology is evolving quickly and standards may become outdated swiftly. Now continuous updates and revisions are necessary to keep standards relevant, and this requires a dynamic approach to standardization that needs to be adapted to new technological advancements. Now the next point, guys, is regarding resistance to change. Now some blockchain communities, especially Bitcoin maximalists, may resist standardization efforts, isn't it? Now so far as Bitcoin is concerned, guys, we know the drama between inscriptions and even runes. Some Bitcoin maximalists absolutely love it, while some absolutely hate it. Now so far as resistance to change is concerned, guys, let's say if we talk about Ethereum or Solana or different blockchain protocol, people always prefer to maintain their proprietary protocols and systems, and this resistance can stem from a desire to preserve unique features or competitive advantages that might be diluted by standardization. And finally, guys, the next thing I'd like to talk about is regarding governance issues. Now, establishing governance mechanism to oversee the deployment and implementation of standardization can be complex, and distributed environment, guys, in particular may struggle with creating effective governance structures that ensure broad participation and fair decision making, in my opinion. So look, guys, the only thing I have to say regarding standardization in the world of interoperability in the blockchain context is that standardization is crucial for achieving interoperability in the blockchain space. It enables seamless interactions between different blockchain networks, fosters innovations, enhances efficiency, and builds user trust. But despite these challenges, the benefits of standardization are substantial, paving the way for a more interconnected and robust blockchain ecosystem, and collaborative efforts among blockchain communities, industry stakeholders, and regulatory bodies are essential to develop and adopt standards that will drive the future of blockchain technology towards greater integration and utility. So let me know, guys, if you do have any thoughts regarding this, or if you do have any additional points that you'd like to add, mention them in the comments below. Now look, so far standardization and interoperability in the metaverse is concerned, I do have a series of, I believe, 5 episodes, which is in partnership with Metaverse Standards Forum, so please feel free to go and check it out, and let me know your thoughts regarding that, guys. Now in today's episode, guys, what I want to do is, I want to talk about the interoperability between central bank digital currency and open blockchain. Now look, guys, whether we like central bank digital currency or CBDCs or not, they are definitely going to go mainstream in the next couple of years. And look, guys, every month I tend to do a session on central bank digital currency, where I go and explain what central bank digital currencies are, what countries are currently working on CBDCs, and what are the latest developments. So what I'd really recommend you to do is, guys, go to eventbrite.com and search for events under the blockchain DXB umbrella. So what I want to do is, guys, I want to give an explanation of key points regarding interoperability of central bank digital currencies and open blockchain. Now look, guys, at this point of time, you should know that central bank digital currency or CBDCs are digital versions of national currencies, isn't it? And these are issued and regulated by central banks, offering a digital alternative to physical cash and traditional electronic payment methods. Now so far as open blockchain is concerned, protocols such as Bitcoin and Ethereum, they are distributed networks that allow for secure, transparent and immutable transaction records without a centralized authority. So the integration of CBDCs with open blockchain can potentially harness the benefits of both systems, creating a more robust and versatile financial ecosystem. So look, as the importance of interoperability cannot be questioned, isn't it? So let me go ahead and touch base on 4 core areas, guys. The first one is enhanced financial ecosystem. The second one is cross-border transactions. The third one is increased transparency. And finally, guys, the fourth one is financial inclusion. Now, mind you, guys, I'm talking about interoperability only in the context of central bank digital currency and open blockchain. And so far as enhanced financial ecosystem is concerned, guys, integrating CBDCs with open blockchain can lead to a more dynamic and innovative financial ecosystem. And this integration will allow for the development of a variety of financial products and services that would leverage the stability and trust of CBDCs along with the transparency and programmability of open blockchain. So CBDCs, guys, could be used in decentralized finance, and they can ensure secure lending, borrowing and trading activities as well. Now so far as cross-border transactions is concerned, interoperability between CBDCs and open blockchain can simplify and accelerate cross-border payments. Now traditional international transactions, guys, often involve multiple intermediaries, leading to delays and higher costs, isn't it? But open blockchain can facilitate direct peer-to-peer transfers of CBDCs, thereby reducing transaction time and fees. And this is particularly beneficial for businesses, guys, who are engaged in international trade, and also for individuals sending remittances across borders, isn't it? But the big question, guys, is where does Ripple fit into this? Now look, guys, if you're a fan of Ripple, mention your thoughts and comments in the comment section below. Now the next point, guys, is regarding increased transparency. Now one of the core features of open blockchain, guys, is transparency, where transaction histories are publicly accessible and verifiable. So integrating CBDCs with open blockchain can enhance transparency in financial transactions, helping to prevent fraud and increase accountability. And this transparency, guys, can be used for regulatory oversight and anti-money laundering efforts as well. Now the fourth point, guys, is regarding financial inclusion. Now look, guys, open blockchain can provide access to financial services for unbanked and also for the underbanked population, particularly in regions with limited infrastructure. And listen to this, guys, by leveraging open blockchain network, central bank digital currencies can be made accessible to a broader audience, offering secure and efficient financial services even in remote areas. And this can help promote financial inclusion and economic empowerment, in my opinion. Now look, guys, what I want to do next is I want to go ahead and touch base on some technical elements. So let me know, guys, what are your thoughts regarding this. So I want to go ahead and touch base on cross-chain bridges, interoperability standards, API gates, also called as application programming interfaces. And finally, guys, I want to touch base on smart contracts as well. Now so far as cross-chain bridges is concerned, guys, cross-chain bridges are protocols designed to enable communication and asset transfers between different blockchain networks, isn't it? And these bridges, guys, can be used to transfer CBDCs between central banks blockchain and open blockchain networks. For example, guys, one way how this could work is a cross-chain bridge could allow a central bank digital currency issued on permissioned blockchain to be used on an open blockchain like Ethereum or even Solana for that matter. And in doing so, it will allow people to participate in DeFi applications and also other distributed services. Now, so far as interoperability standards is concerned, guys, it is really important to understand that establishing common standards for CBDCs and also for blockchain networks is crucial for seamless integration. Organizations such as International Organizations for Standardization also called as ISO, and the Bank of International Settlements are currently working on developing these standards, and these standards could include protocols for transaction processing, data formats, security measures, and compliance requirements as well, and that will enable compatibility across different systems. Now, the next point, guys, is regarding API gates, also called as application programming interfaces. And APIs, guys, can serve as gateways for CBDCs to interact with open blockchain, and APIs can handle the technical aspects of communication between different systems, including transaction execution, data exchanges, and compliance checks as well. And by using APIs, guys, central banks can ensure that CBDCs can interact with a wide range of blockchain networks and applications without the need for significant modification to existing infrastructure. Now, so far smart contracts is concerned, guys, smart contracts, as we know, are self-executing contracts with the terms of agreement, which is directly written into code, isn't it? Now, in the world of interoperability in CBDCs and open blockchain, they can automate transactions and ensure that conditions agreed upon by parties are met before any execution, and smart contracts can be used to facilitate transactions between CBDCs and open blockchain, thereby enabling complex financial activities such as, let's say, atomic swap, escrow services, and automated compliance checks as well. Now, look, as the merger of interoperability between CBDCs and open blockchain definitely seems easy in theory, but there are a couple of challenges and considerations. So let me go ahead and touch base on some of the challenges and consideration. Now, the first thing that pops into my mind is regulatory compliance. Now, look, as different jurisdictions have varying regulations regarding digital currencies and blockchain technology, isn't it? And politicians, some of them are definitely in favor of cryptocurrencies, but some of them are absolutely opposed to it. And some politicians, guys, they have actually put out statements that they'll completely ban CBDCs as well. So it's really important to truly understand the regulatory compliance and what role politicians can play so far as the future of CBDC is concerned. So it's really important to understand, guys, that ensuring that CBDCs comply with these regulations across borders is a significant challenge, and there's quite a lot of work that needs to be put in, and educating politicians is definitely one of them. And central banks, guys, need to collaborate with international regulatory bodies to harmonize regulations and create a framework that supports global interoperability while maintaining regulatory compliance as well. Now, so far security is concerned, guys, open blockchain, while secure, are not immune to vulnerabilities, isn't it? And there have been numerous such hacks and frauds. Now, ensuring the security of CBDC transactions in open blockchain definitely requires robust security measures, including encryptions, multi-signature transactions, and regular security audits as well. And central banks, guys, must also deepen potential risks associated with integrating with decentralized networks, especially risk of smart contracts, bugs, or exploits. The so far scalability is concerned, guys, open blockchains, particularly those with high transaction volumes, let's say like Ethereum, often face scalability issues, isn't it? Now, the integration of CBDCs with these networks requires solutions that can handle large transactions efficiently. Now, there are layer 2 solutions, guys. Now, layer 2 scaling solutions such as rollups and sidechains can definitely help improve transaction throughput and reduce cost, making it feasible to support the high volume of transaction associated with CBDCs. Now, what about privacy, guys? Balancing transparency and privacy is a critical challenge, isn't it? Now, while open blockchain provide transparent transaction records, CBDCs, on the other hand, they require mechanisms to protect privacy and sensitive financial data. Now, there are techniques such as zero-knowledge proof or even signature sharing. By doing that, guys, confidential transaction can help ensure the transaction details remain private while still enabling verification and compliance. Now, look, so far zero-knowledge proof is concerned, there is a massive cost associated with it, but in the event that I conduct on CBDCs, guys, I go and discuss what is it that central banks can do in order to go and take care of that cost as well. So definitely feel free to go and attend one of these sessions. Now, the next point, guys, is regarding governance. Now, look, as the governance models of central banks in open blockchain network definitely differ significantly, isn't it? Now, central banks operate within a centralized regulatory framework, but so far as open blockchain is concerned, they rely on a distributed governance and mechanism, isn't it? So harmonizing these models to enable smooth operation and also dispute resolution is a complex task that requires careful consideration of both centralized oversight and decentralized decision-making process. Now, look, guys, these are some of these challenges, but that thing being said, there are ways interoperability can be achieved by CBDCs merging with open blockchain. Now, let me go ahead and touch base on 4 areas, guys, that has future prospects where interoperability can actually work with CBDCs and open blockchain. Now, the first one, guys, is regarding hybrid solutions. Now, look, guys, developing hybrid models that combine the strengths of both centralized and decentralized systems can offer robust, scalable, and secure solutions, and these models could involve permission blockchain for CBDC issuance and transaction processing, while at the same time leveraging open blockchain for broader accessibility and innovation. And this approach, guys, can provide the best of both worlds, ensuring regulatory compliance and security, while enabling greater flexibility and innovation. Now, the second point, guys, is regarding collaborative frameworks, and central banks and blockchain developers can collaborate to create frameworks that ensure interoperability while addressing regulatory and security concerns, and public-private partnership can drive the development of innovative solutions that meet the needs of both regulators and blockchain community, fostering a more integrated and cohesive financial ecosystem. Now look, guys, I can proudly state that UAE might just be the only country where this thing might be possible. So let me know, guys, what are your thoughts regarding this. Now the third one, guys, is regarding advanced cryptographic techniques, and this is something which I touched base earlier on as well, because techniques such as zero knowledge proof, multi-party computation or MPCs, and also homomorphic encryption can enhance privacy and security in CBDC transactions in open blockchain. And these advanced cryptographic methods, guys, can ensure that sensitive transaction details remain confidential while still enabling necessary verification and compliance. Now look, guys, the fourth point is regarding pilot projects and testing, and that is what is currently taking place right now in the world, isn't it? And we can see, guys, that central banks worldwide are already experimenting with CBDCs to different pilot projects. Now integrating these pilot projects with open blockchain can provide valuable insights into the practical challenges and opportunities of interoperability. And testing and integrating all these integrations, guys, can help you find the technology and regulatory frameworks needed for successful deployment. So let me know, guys, what are your thoughts regarding interoperability, where CBDCs will actually merge with open blockchain. Because look, guys, interoperability between CBDCs and open blockchain represents a promising yet a really complex endeavor in my opinion, but by carefully addressing technical, regulatory, and security challenges, this integration can enhance the global financial ecosystem, making it more inclusive, transparent, and efficient. And ongoing collaboration, innovation, and pilot testing will be the key to realizing the full potential of this integration that will ultimately drive the future of digital finance. So let me know, guys, what are your thoughts regarding CBDCs merging with open blockchain. Now I know quite a lot of people, guys, who definitely do not like the word of CBDCs, and I'm definitely one of them, but there are certain benefits of central bank digital currency as well. So what I'd really recommend you to do is, guys, every month I do have a session on central bank digital currency. Please feel free to go ahead and attend it, and keep checking eventbrite.com, guys, or you can also drop me an email and I'll go ahead and tell you when the next session is. So that's about all, guys, regarding interoperability. And in this particular episode, guys, we've explored the vital concept of blockchain interoperability. We've delved into the significance, methods, real-world application, challenges, and future direction as well as in it. Now, we began this episode by understanding the importance of interoperability in maximizing blockchain technology's potential, facilitating broader adoption, and how it enables collaboration among different blockchain networks. We've touched base on the significance of interoperability, guys. We discussed why interoperability is crucial for unlocking the full potential of blockchain technology, driving innovation and fostering industry-wide growth, isn't it? We also examined various approaches such as cross-chain bridges, sidechains, interoperability platforms like Polkadot and Cosmos. We also touched base on atomic swaps, and we also took a deep dive into universal protocols like Interledger Protocol, also called as ILP. We also touched base on real-world application, guys, because interoperability is transforming industries by enhancing decentralized platform, streamlining supply chain management, and improving healthcare data sharing, and also empowering the gaming ecosystem, isn't it? Now look, guys, interoperability does come with challenges as well. So we touched base on security, scalability, standardization, and regulatory compliance, and we vented and explored how these challenges must be addressed. Now look, guys, so far as interoperability is concerned, future directions including ongoing innovation, research, and collaborative efforts to overcome these hurdles are definitely unlocking new opportunities, and we vented and explored few areas and what is it that you can do in order to be part of the ecosystem. Now, so far standardization is concerned, guys, we vented and discussed why standardization is essential for achieving seamless interoperability and how it enhances innovation, market expansion, efficiency, regulatory compliance, and also user trust. And finally, guys, so far central bank digital currency is concerned, we also discussed the interoperability of central bank digital currencies with open blockchain, and we highlighted the importance, technical approaches, challenges, and future prospects of this region. So look, guys, what I really feel is that by understanding these aspects, we can better appreciate the transformative power of blockchain interoperability and its potential to drive innovation, inclusion, and adoption in the global economy. So thank you so very much, guys, for joining this episode and taking a deep dive into the blockchain interoperability. Now look, guys, I'm going to be covering quite a lot of different areas as well. So if you do have any feedback or suggestion, mention them in the comments below. And guys, if you do want to go ahead and sponsor any of the future episodes, drop me an email to info@blockchaindxb.com. So thanks so much for listening, guys, and have a nice one. Bye-bye.